Welcome to Real and Unplugged, the podcast that keeps it real. Grab your best wine and let's get into it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Real and Unplugged. I'm your host, V, and I'm with Trona and Ashley. And before we start, I just want to say thank y'all for being able to, share some of y'all experience with us because you know how the world can be. But I just want to say thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for being open and, just allowing yourself to be, vulnerable.
Okay. You're welcome. Telling our business.
Well, that too. I like that. But, so due to episode 1, I think that everybody had enjoyed the episode so much. Some people reached out and sent us some questions. Some things they wanted us to they wanted our opinion.
Okay.
That's cool, right?
Yeah.
That's cool for my first little ep.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got one question from somebody said, is it important to have a relationship with your partner's baby mom? Now, I'm going to answer for this right quick. I am a stepmom.
Okay.
Jason have 4 kids, right?
You got 4 kids?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
One passed away.
I know that was his son. Just saying, I didn't realize he had 4 kids.
Yeah, he had 4 kids. So, me and his older baby moms we kind of cool, when her son passed, I think we got even cooler, Sometimes I'll reach out, check on her, whatever, see what's what, or whatever. His other baby mom, we cool too. I'll call her and be like, hey, Courtney, what Kobe doing? Tell Kobe to call me. Ain't no problem because you know what? I feel like Jason had already set those boundaries with everybody. There was no, it's bad when everybody have emotions and feelings intact with something, And I think he had already set boundaries. Like, they know to respect me, I know to respect them. Right. Not that he's bossing us and tell us what to do, but it's we need respect. We got to coexist. We need this to happen, So we never really had no problem. So is it important? Probably not. But is it needed? Probably so.
I'd have to say, me being I'm not a baby mama. I'm the mother of somebody's child. But
I like the way you worded that.
Do think that it is important. But the only thing about that is, and I say that it's important because your child is going to be going to somebody else's house. And this woman has to take care of your child. So if anything, I definitely would want to have a relationship with, my daughter's stepmom. But unfortunately, we don't have that. And that's fine. And I say that because, again, my daughter is growing up. She's going to be going through situations where she just might need a woman's point of view instead of having her dad there. And so I definitely always want to make sure that we're in a good space because, like I said, you got to take care of my daughter when she comes over there. And just like people get abused and all that stuff, people abuse kids. So I would definitely want my child to go over there and then have to get the treatment off of because you feeling away with me. Right. On the other hand, I can't help that you're not mature enough to just say, okay, look, it ain't about nothing else. This is about the kid. Because at this point, it's really just about my daughter. Me and my daughter's dad, we have a good co-parent relationship, but that's all our relationship could include is just talking about what Carson needs to get done, and that is it. When you coming to pick her up, when you bringing her back home, I can't get her this weekend. Can you feeling for me? That's just it. But like I said again, and it's facts. I don't know if she's ever going to be mature enough to sit and for us, because I could remember when Carson was 1, almost 2 years old, and that's when we first, having to do the weekend thing, and I called and let's talk, and she just was on a rah, and like I said, she didn't. And at that point, and let me just take accountability. At that point, I was ready for the rah too.
Right.
But like she wasn't willing to sit down and talk to me or whatever. And all I was just trying to explain to her, like, look, you're gonna have to take care of my kid. I do need to know and understand where you're thinking, where you're coming from. But again, like I said, she wasn't never gonna do that. I feel like it'll probably never get there with us. But Carson is growing up, and as a mother, I'm just talking to my daughter, explaining to her the do's and don'ts to make sure she not let happen. Because again, and let me just put this out here, I do think that when she's over there, her stepmama do take care of her or whatever. It's no shade on that, because
they got a good relationship.
Like I feel like they have a good relationship, but she ain't never want to talk to me. She like, I'm not having no conversation with you, which is all good and fine. I don't care about it or whatever. But I just think that it would be good, like, for us to talk about, because like I said, it's going to be a time where she's going to get older. She's going to go through situations in her life where I might need to say, okay, look, Carson got this going on right now. I don't think Kendall need to be involved in that, but can you take care of that for me? But we don't have that relationship, so everything that Carson got going on, I have to relate through Kendall, because she does not want to talk to me. I don't think she does anyway.
Yeah. To each his own.
Yeah.
Do I think it's important to have a relationship with the baby mama? Yeah. So, I mean, if she there, you know, like, if she is able to have one, I do think it's beneficial. But like she was just saying, it's based on the baby mama, honestly. Mm-hmm. But I do feel like what you said about Jason setting the boundaries was also, you know, important. But I just think I don't know in this situation, because I don't deal.
You never really had to deal with it.
I guess I've been the mother of the children, so I didn't.
It's too though. Like, think about it. That's not even the situation why you didn't have to deal with it. You didn't have to deal with it because technically, if I'm thinking about it, did any of, like, your baby daddy? I mean, none of your kids' fathers had, like, women, like, even though I know Raekwon's dad is mad and all that stuff right now, but at this point, like, Raekwon grown, so like, it ain't really nothing for you and the mother, and his wife or girlfriend, I'm not sure what they are, to talk about. Nothing, you get what I'm saying? And like,
it's not, you know, like, I think it's an age thing, you know. It's kids at a certain age, there really ain't no need for a conversation. Y'all really don't have to talk.
Correct.
And if you got boys, the dad really can tell the boys what's what. But when it comes to a little girl like Bailey age, and she's going through stuff, so she grow older and, you know, she grow up.
Right.
There's gonna be some things that Mike probably ain't gonna wanna deal with. So he do have a woman. I mean, he probably could relate to her, but it depends on how he related to her.
Well, yeah, let me say that too. Yeah, so like when Bailey grows up and her dad dating somebody or married to somebody else, I do expect to be able to talk to your girlfriend or your wife as it relates to my child. Right. Because if she gonna be around y'all, then I need to know that I can trust that.
Yeah. And then you think about it as a girl. I know me growing up, like, I wasn't never comfortable with coming to my daddy, talking to my daddy about my cycle or whatever this case may be, which I never had to, because my mom was always a mom that was right there. Yeah. But I'm just saying, and, you know, sometimes I even tell Ken, I'm like, you too involved. Like, you stop being nosy. She's a girl. Like, stop being nosy in her business or whatever. So, but, you know, and I get it. I understand, which, again, I'm not saying if it got to that point, like, his wife would not take care of it, because I'm pretty sure she will, because, I mean, if you care for the man, you're going to just care for the kid. Again, Carson has never had any complaints, so I know they get along well. It's just, she just don't want to have a conversation with me, and that's fine. Yeah. But, you know, I would one day want us to be, you know, just sit down. Even, we don't have to talk, but I can just be like, okay, look, she got this going on this week. Just, you know, look out for her. Right. Instead of me having to tell her daddy, because that might be something she might not want her daddy to know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
So I guess to answer your question, baby girl, it depends. Yeah, it depends on however the father got everything. He didn't set boundaries. There ain't no emotional attach, no feelings. Then it can work. It depends on y'all, if y'all willing to be adults and sit down and have adult conversations. Right. Then it's cool. I mean, it really depends on you and that woman. Yeah. Or whatever situation your dad got. Yeah. Because, you know, dads will play around. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
This is true.
So I got another question from someone else. She wanted to know. She wanted to know. She said, this is what she said to me. she said, I was in a relationship with this man, just married, everything, and I felt like I let him go alone too much. He go to bars by himself. He go out, just go by himself all the time.
Okay.
And I felt like that was my downfall. I felt like if I didn't allow him to go all the time by himself, maybe I went through these situations I went through with him. Maybe he wouldn't be such a cheater. But I tell her, that's in his DNA. It's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Cause I feel like I can let my man go to the bar by himself. I can let him go. Cause it's like if the man go to the store and it's the same problem, it don't gotta be a bar. It don't gotta be. If a person gonna do what they want to do, they gonna do it regardless.
Right. Yeah.
That's true. People are gonna do what they want to do in regards to whatever else. But I will say, because I'm not gonna say you gotta be every step that your man go or wherever he's at. But like, if you, let's just say, we know people like this. Say for instance, if your man is wanting to kind of go out and you never feel that, you never see the need or the interest to go anywhere with him.
Yeah.
Like, don't y'all think that's gonna be a problem?
That's definitely a problem.
Yeah.
If it's an invite and you don't go, or he's like, let's go somewhere, and you
Yeah,
never
that's
wanna go,
almost like-
that's a problem.
His friend invited to a wedding. No, I ain't going. His family invited him somewhere or whatever. Like, baby, I know women who do not ever go to any family get-togethers. Do y'all know what can go down at a family get-together?
Yes.
Yeah,
Do you
better
know?
go. I'm going.
Do you know that they can have a whole nother person at a family get-together? Like, I'm just, and that's not me running up behind my man or thinking like I gotta chase my man. But baby, I'm not gonna not never be around.
Yeah.
You're not going to family events and weddings and friend parties, and I'm never there.
Yeah.
Because at that point, I feel like there is somebody else there.
Right.
So, granted, it don't have to be all the time, but baby, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going.
You going?
Oh, I'm going. Like, I mean, what? I like to do what you do.
Yeah.
Because the whole point is to be around you. So where you going, I'm going. I mean,
Right.
not every time, but 85% of the time, I'm going.
I'm there, right? I do feel like it's important to be involved, but if you were speaking on if like your guy hanging out by himself or just having a guy moment, just going out, just going to the bar, take a drink, I don't think nothing wrong with that. I just feel like if he's gonna cheat,
He gonna do
he's
it
going to
anyway?
cheat, regardless if you there or not. I had a situation when a man was like with me at the place and was texting, inboxing the girl like, "Yeah, you see me right here." Like, it was messy. I ain't lying. I swear to God,
He ain't got no respect.
none. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But I've been in that situation, so I feel like if a person's gonna cheat, they're gonna cheat. If a person's gonna be faithful, no matter where he go,
Yeah, he ain't gonna disrespect you like that.
yeah, he ain't gonna.
Yeah, but baby, you sometimes I feel like some people do allow that.
yeah.
I know women right now who men are out here going to family events by themselves,
But got a
hanging
whole
out.
nother-
No,
Oh.
they don't even have nobody there, but they could because you never there. You never
Yeah.
came to see what was going down. You are not there. You don't want to even be involved with the family.
Right, and this is to the second person question. Basically, they asked was, is it important to have a relationship with your partner family? I feel like at a certain extent it is.
Yeah.
I like to be involved. I don't have problems with my in-laws. We cool. Everybody cool. So, but my thing is, I feel like this is where it comes in. Not saying that I gotta pretend to be cool with you because I want to know. But if the mama or the brothers don't have a connection, like, man, this is your girl, this is your wife, whatever, right? And they don't feel like you should do right, they're gonna uphold everything that person do. They can have a person at the house. I'm telling you.
That is not always true. You can be cool. I'm gonna tell you, some people are just not
Right,
good
you
people.
can't be cool.
Because I had a situation where I was dating this guy. I was very cool with his sister. We were cool. We were friends. Now, let me take that back because I don't use the friend word very loosely. So I'm not going to say we were friends. But we hung out. You know what I'm saying? She needed something. She needed a favor. I do it for her, blah, 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 blah. And when it was all said and done, she basically act like she didn't even know me. Like when her brother started doing all kind of stuff, cheating and doing all this other stuff, Baby, she was down for her brother.
Yeah, I understand.
She was down
that
for her
part.
brother. No, so I'm just feel like sometimes you can say, "Oh, be cool with the family and be cool," but some of these family members are not, and you know that.
I do. But what I'm saying is, if you have a relationship with whoever, right? Just say this. It's not going to be surprised you can't just come over to their house or whatever. They're not going to not include you in something. They're going to always
That is
invite
true.
you or whatever. So sometimes what I'm saying is, if your man got a side piece and that mama respect you enough, she ain't coming to your house. She not.
That's probably
Our
true.
mama like that. She
Our
ain't
mama
come.
is like that.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know that for a fact. And that's not even on my situation. We know on a personal note that
I
there
do.
have been a lot of situations where people have been very good to their in-laws and they still gave them their behinds to kiss.
I can agree.
Because they were out here supporting bullcrap.
yeah, I can
So
agree.
yeah, I'm not saying I'm not gonna lie. I would love to have the relationship with my mother-in-law like Joanne had with grandma.
Yeah.
Like she was like the daughter. Like my uncle has been dead. We ain't never met her. So my uncle has been dead since Penny and Corey was like 6 and 4 maybe. They in their 40s. And so that means that we never got to meet them. But ever since I can remember, Joanne was always Joanne. And she was just in the family. It was never no different. Nobody never told us nothing different. We never felt no type of way or nothing. And she would always come down, sit with my grandma or whatever. They were like, that was like a daughter to her. I really would pray and hope that I can get me a mother-in-law like that. But you don't get that all the time.
You don't.
These
You
people
don't.
are not loyal.
Yeah, I know that family members can definitely uphold mess with their sons, brothers, or whatever. But what I'm saying is, I feel like depends on. I'm not never going to say that they are not going to ever see him do something and not correct him, because people human. I know better. But what I'm saying is, if you have if Raekwon got a girlfriend, you got respect for her. You're not going to let Raekwon bring all different type of girls in your house like that, are you? Oh, shucks. Oh, it's not your business. Because I feel like, as a mom, I would be like, now, come on. Don't have this back and forth, all these different type of girls in my house. If he want to do what he got to do that somewhere else. Don't bring it there. That's how I feel.
I'm going to just be honest. I don't support my brothers on no bull crap. And I'm going to just be real. Y'all, and people probably looking at me like, girl, bye. I don't, like, oh, God, I don't want to talk about but y'all know, I mean, my older brother now. He does what he does. But I can honestly say I would never support him in that. Neither one of my brothers. I know my baby brother probably do his thing too. I don't know what he does. But I'm just saying. Now I'm not talking about now, but just saying if he did, I don't know what he does. I'm not done. Because I'm not saying they do, but I would never support it. That's what I'm saying. They can't take that and run with it because I didn't say that. I'm never gonna support it. Like my brothers can't bring girls to my house because both of them got girlfriends.
See, that's what I was just saying.
So if they got girlfriends,
But your brothers aren't married.
So, but they want to.
Let me just say this.
Date other people outside of us, because that causes problems. The point is that if you don't allow things with people, it won't happen.
We have relationships with their girlfriends, so
Right.
I'm cool with both of my sister-in-laws or whatever.
Right.
So in that situation, like, if they did something, Charlie don't know nothing about it because I don't support that. They can't bring no girls in my house.
Yeah, we don't allow
Which
that.
at this age, I don't think they should be. They wouldn't be doing that anyway. Y'all know y'all gotta go get y'all own space. But I'm just saying, if they did try that, I wouldn't support that because again, I would feel bad kikiing and laughing in their face, knowing that I allowed DJ to bring somebody in my house last night, and then I'm talking to Lex today. I wouldn't.
But
do her like that.
sometimes the girls know the guys are like bad guys. Like, well, not like bad guys, but like they cheaters. So this is me, okay? Listen, if you let him do it to you one time, and I tell you as a woman, you don't have to deal with that, and you continue to deal with that, I don't. That's you. I'm not.
That is true, but all I'm saying is,
I
get what you're saying. You're saying it right, but I'm just saying, like, they are grown and they can do whatever they want to do. I just don't get to support it because I don't want to be involved. I've seen where that hurt people. That's what I'm saying. I've seen where a brother or whatever involved a sister and break up a whole family. I'm just being honest, y'all. This is real stuff.
I mean, you shouldn't cheat, but at the same time, you know, being friends with the family, I think it's important if you have a mature relationship. Let's say that. Because sometimes you could just be in a relationship, it could just be a stupid relationship. Cheating on each other, you doing whatever. But if it's a mature relationship and you actually trying to move towards marriage, then yes, it's important that you have a relationship with that family, I think.
Yeah, it is.
But if you're not moving towards marriage, it don't matter. You don't need to be friends with the family. For what? Because you might not even be together anyway.
That's true too. But
you might not be together when you get married either. So what's the difference?
I just think that it is
the difference is you have an objective. The objective is to get married and spend the rest of your life together.
That's true.
I agree.
I just think that it's cool. It's good to build a relationship, but it's just the fake relationships that I ain't down with.
Right. Yeah. So it's important to certain extents with certain situations.
And I do feel like
I feel like okay, we got little teenage high school people.
Yeah.
Nobody probably really taking this serious, not even the mama.
Even college.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes not in college, but you do have high school sweethearts around here.
That's so rare, though.
But I'm just saying, it's possible.
I mean, it happens, but how often? Not often.
But it's possible.
It is. It is possible. So shout out to all the high school sweethearts, because y'all did the big one on that.
But what I'm saying is, it's important.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so for instance, I'm going to say this one thing, then we're going to move to the next question. I know somebody that don't even try to even get a chance to know the parents, and she's married. They're married. So by her creating all this chaos with the parent, with the mama and the sister and the brother, it's like, I don't care if my son cheating on you, because you know what? He don't deserve you anyway. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but you got some mothers like, you know, this girl too good to you. You don't need to be doing all that. Don't bring it to my house.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that too.
So that's what I mean, like the relationship sometimes. Yeah. You know, I ain't saying you gotta go and kiss their butt.
You don't. And I do want to make it clear that I always, if a situation come up and it's a man in my life that I'm in charge of caring for, I am gonna tell them they wrong if I know. I ain't gonna sit there and just be agreeing with it.
I don't know. Now it sound like you gonna let them
but
boys come over there.
But I tell my boys that you get one girlfriend in high school, you get one girlfriend in college. Yeah, don't bring all these girls to my house, because everybody should not have access to your mama.
Right.
Don't bring them all to meet me. I don't want to meet them.
That's
right.
True. That's
I
true.
agree with that now. That's definitely a good one. But it happens, you know.
Yeah.
So to answer that question, I guess everything I'm saying is like, I guess, but you know, it depends on you.
Everything
and your attitude or whatever, because you got people that can deal with your stuff, you got people that can't.
Yeah.
You can't take that nasty attitude, think you're going to be somebody's mama friend,
Yeah.
and you acting mean and stuff to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It happens. Why you do that?
And the mama gotta wanna do that though too. You see what I'm saying? It gotta come from both ways.
Because I never even been cool with nobody's mama.
But this is my first relationship that I've been cool with the mama.
I guess I ain't never had no relationship that deep than be talking to the mama. Like as you say, everybody should have access to your mother.
Yeah.
I guess.
This is true.
So the next question we have is, how do you deal with people that don't hold themselves accountable?
They'll stop talking to him.
That's what I said.
Stop talking to them. I like to address people though. Y'all know me. I am a person that I'm going to tell you how I feel, stand on what I say. So like, if you don't hold yourself accountable, I'm gonna address you. I'm gonna give you a chance to kind of say, okay, yeah, you're right. I probably messed it up. But once I keep seeing that you're just a person that just does not hold yourself accountable, then I just back away.
Yeah,
I feel like a person that don't hold himself accountable shouldn't be the part of your life. I mean, it's bad that sometimes it's your family members.
Yeah.
Because I think she was basically asking about her sister. And I feel like you can love your sister from a distance. You don't have to deal with her every day or whatever. You got your phone, block her when you don't feel like dealing with her. That's what I would say. You know, everybody got different opinions. Everybody, you know, got strong, you know, opinions about everything. They think that everybody right, you know? And some people just don't see that. Like, you're not right all the time. And I feel like you should go to your sister or your brother, whoever, and address it. Like, hey, I feel like X, Y, and Z. Because really, nobody can tell you if somebody hurt your feelings or not.
That's it.
Just because you feel like, I only said this, or I just said that, or I just did that. That don't mean it didn't hurt my feelings because you feel like it didn't offend me.
Yeah.
You know? So I feel like you have to let me know in order for me to hold myself accountable if that's the case.
Yeah, you gotta address the
the situation because I can't fix nothing I don't know. But once you fix it and they continue to do the same thing, then that's when you start distancing yourself from a person.
That's true too, but I want to piggyback on something you said. You was like, well, you said that the person is probably referring to their sister, and you like, just cut them off. But you know, it's not that easy. Like when you love somebody, especially like everybody love differently, but like I'm just speaking on myself. Like it's not easy for me to cut you off. You get what I'm saying?
That's
like
not what I said. I said before I answered the question about that. I said, well, I think they was referring to your sister, so I correct myself about you have to just distance yourself and love your sister from a distance because sometimes keep worrying about what that sister feel, what that sister think. That'll drain you.
Yeah. I just think I think it's who the person. It depends on who the person is. Because if you somebody that's like a family member or somebody that is worth being in my life, then I probably am going to address it. But if you just somebody that's like not important, like important enough to try to salvage something with, I ain't doing all that with you. I'm not addressing nothing. Yeah. I'm just whatever. I ain't talking to you no more.
I will address you.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Yeah, no, I ain't doing all that. Only if you worth being in my life am I going to give you that.
Right. So y'all girls are parents. So the other question that we had was, should parents hold themselves accountable and apologize to their kids?
Yes.
Well, why don't they do it? Because she basically was saying that her mom had a situation and she felt like her mom was wrong, hurt her feelings. But her mom didn't hold herself accountable for whatever it was. But I also feel like you got to be... I asked her, did your mom apologize? Yeah, but I felt like it wasn't real.
Sincere.
But my thing is, you got to allow yourself to be able to accept that too. Mm-hmm. You just can't just say, well, you need to apologize to me. I feel like you owe me an apology. And then when you get that apology, it's still...
not what you want.
Yeah, you still not okay with it because it's not what you wanted them to say or what you wanted to hear. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or how you want it to be done, you know?
Well... this is what I'm going to say. Definitely as a parent, you do need to hold yourself accountable. You do need to apologize. I apologize to my daughter all the time. It's some days when I'm just having a bad day and I might just go off on her a little bit too much and it wasn't all that. So I got to come back and say, look, that was my bad. I'm sorry. I love you. But when you was like, they asked for an apology, my thing is I just kind of feel like certain things you do to me, why I even got to ask you to apologize? Why don't you know that you should be apologizing to me for that thing?
Right.
Depending on the person.
Yeah.
I feel like if you got a person that don't, like we was talking last episode, people, family have rough, tough love for you. They don't know to, they ain't used to that affectionate. You know what I'm saying? They ain't feel like they got to apologize to you because all they know that I'm the mama, I'm the daddy. So this is what I say, whatever, you know?
Yeah.
And then back in the day, them people didn't
That's
say,
what I was going to get at. I think it's generational. Like, it depends on what generation you from.
Right.
Because, like, I can't expect my grandmama to apologize. My grandmama ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? My aunties, they not doing that. Like, no, they not doing that. You wrong, period. But I think now this age, we are more understanding of people's emotions and how... because, you know, we got all of this new knowledge about how hurt people, how trauma affects things and all of this. So now you know better, you do better.
Right.
And so I think that's a part of it about us as parents holding ourselves accountable because we just want something different from what we were used to coming up. But that's like generational stuff.
I guess that makes sense.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think. So I suggest that you allow your mom or whoever to apologize to you, and you gotta allow yourself to accept it.
Yeah,
you know,
because
just because
took
they
a lot
didn't
for them to do that,
right? Just because they didn't say it the way you wanted it to be said, like just try to understand, especially if your parents are not affectionate people,
right?
You know, you just gotta like take that, girl. You know, I was just playing. You gotta take that.
Yeah,
if that's her apology.
That's her apology.
Because some people just have that. Some people just do not know how to apologize. You don't think so?
I guess y'all.
So another question we had was, How do I prevent myself from feeling guilty from wanting a break from family, friends, work, and my kids? First of all, boo, I ain't never feeling guilty about calling off work.
Exactly. I
Work
want no
is never
break
gonna-
from kids.
Right. I feel like you gotta make time for yourself.
Yeah.
You know, that day you call off of work and the kids go to school, turn your phone off on silent and have that day to yourself. Everybody needs self-care.
Yeah.
You do job with your kids got everything they need. You got a roof over your head. They can eat at night. So I suggest you just love on yourself for that day. You know?
Yeah. I don't.
What you think?
I think you answered that perfect because, like I said
Exactly.
again, I'm gonna take a break.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say I haven't never really break from my family, but I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take me a trip and I'm turning my phone off and just praying that y'all keep my child very safe because I'm gonna get an unplugged weekend. But seriously, like I think you answered it. Like
Yeah.
it's no feeling guilty about
Taking care
of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You if your kids taken care of, you got a place over them, a shelter. They can eat. They got
Exactly.
clothes. I mean, your family good.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta turn off the phone, turn off the social media, you know, and just love on yourself because loving yourself is most important. Because you can't love yourself, you can't do nothing for them kids at the end of the
right
day.
there.
You can't do nothing for them
That's
kids.
fact.
You can't do
That's
nothing
fact.
for your family because you are torn up trying to figure it out what I need to do next.
Yeah. That's
So yeah, just unwind. You know, love yourself, choose yourself, do your thing. That's how I feel.
agree with her.
So with that being said, y'all, we are out. I would like to thank everybody for subscribing, liking, and sharing. Thank y'all so much. But continue to do that. Thank you. We out.
Peace, y'all.
Peace out, y'all.